Oh, that is beautiful. That is a beautiful way to end the game for the Toronto Blue Jays as they beat the Cincinnati Reds 6-4 and win the series. Two games at least right now. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow afternoon. But what we do know is that the Jays have won the first 2 games of the series, and this is what good and great teams do. You win 5 straight games, which is fantastic. And then you lose 1 to Texas. You had an off day. Tough one. Then you win 2 in a row after that. You bounce right back and win games. That is exactly how good teams play. That is not what the Texas Rangers did, as they won 10 in a row. Great. Then they lost 5 in a row afterwards, so it didn't really do much for them. With the Jays, they won 5, lost 1, but they've won 2 after that. A great job by the Jays. They're now 2 games under 500, 25 and 27. They've won 2 in a row, as I said. They're playing great baseball. And Jay Happ was on the mound today. But before we discuss that, I'm just letting you guys know right now, I will be at the Yankees game on Friday, the night game this upcoming Friday, game 2 of that series. I will be at that game. Haven't 100% got the tickets, but as of tonight, I will be. So in tomorrow's video, you guys will know that I will be at the game 100%. But I know I'm going to buy tickets for tomorrow, or for that game, and more or less going to be sitting in the 200 level, just to give you guys a heads up right there. All right, but now let's talk about the game that was. This game had a little bit of everything going on. Let's break it down early. Now, something that's become a little bit of a pattern, which I'm not a fan of, the Jays are giving up runs early. A lot of the times, we've seen a lot of it this year. In the first inning, Jays are giving up runs. Jay Happ, obviously, rusty, and it kind of makes sense. Gives up back-to-back home runs, 2-0 early. And you saw that yesterday, right? They scored a run, and they were up 1-0 early. And I understand we came back and win those games, but that's not a good pattern to have. And I don't like that. I'm not a huge fan of that. But they win the game, so that's what matters. Now, like I said, they went back-to-back. Zach Cozart and Joey Votto both went back-to-back, and it was 2-0 after 1. Now, nothing going for the Jays in the first 3 innings. I mean, they didn't see the starting pitcher for the Reds, former Blue Jay prospect, former first, I think it was a first-round pick or second-round pick or something like that for the Blue Jays. Way back now, we think he's 28 years old now. Just the Jays can't really do anything. Morales gets a base hit, his first at bat, but really couldn't do anything. He faced the minimum through the first time through the order. And that was the first 3 innings. Nothing going for the Jays except for the single, but then he got doubled up, so that really didn't mean anything. Then the 4th inning rolled around, and on very first batter, leading off, the number 1 guy in the order, Kevin Pillar, gets hit by a pitch. Now you've got your leadoff guy on base with the big boys coming up. Now when I say big boys, I mean, and they proved themselves tonight to be the big boys. Josh Donaldson comes up. He hasn't hit a home run yet since he's come off the DL. But let's just say he absolutely manhandled that pitch. High and in fastball, and he absolutely just took it to town. Hit it in the 5th deck. And obviously a no-doubter. He just drops the bat, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Edwin who? That's what I'm talking about. I love it. And at that point, 2-2 ball game. There we go. Bautista up next. He drills one to the 2nd deck. 3-2 Jays. All right, we can hit back-to-back as well. Then Morales flies out and Justin Smoke grounds out, but now Russell Martin's up, and he hits a shot to left on a 2-2 count. 4-2 Jays. 3 home runs in the inning for the club, and we're up 4-2 now. Now, like we said, Jay Happ getting the start, was a little rusty in that first inning, had a good second inning. 3rd inning worked out of some trouble, but no runs came across. That's the main thing. And then he came out for the 4th and had a 1-2-3 inning, I think he had a 1-2-3 inning with 2 strikeouts. I think that's what he did in the 4th. Great, he finished. He was rusty at first, but he found it as the game goes along. And guys, we got to remember, this guy had 1 rehab start. 1. The guy was out for over a month. He hasn't pitched in a major league game for over a month. He throws 1 rehab start, and he's back in the bigs. Give him some time. He did have 3 walks in this one, but again, he's got to find his stuff again. He still only gave up 2 runs over 4 innings, and we say he didn't pitch all that great. Fine by me to say that. And at that point, Blue Jays up 4-2. And as I said, J. Happ only goes to 4 innings. 5th inning rolls around, Danny Barnes on to pitch, and he gives up a home run. Right after we scored 4. I don't like it. It's 4-3 game. He pitches 2 innings. He does a great job. After the home run, of course. Ryan Tepera comes in. Big scoreless streak. He has a tough time. Finding the strike zone, gives up a couple hits. 1 run scores. We got a tie game. And then you get runners on, I think it was, and then big mistake from Billy Hamilton. Huge. I know he's a great runner, but a big mistake trying to steal third base on that because as a baseball fan, you guys know, never make the first or third out at third base. It is just, because it's like there's a chance there. Plus, they had Joey Votto at the plate, and instead he gets thrown out at third, and we got 1 out and a guy at first. Now, things do get a little fishy, but he does find a way to get out of the inning. Thank the Lord. And it was just, there you go. And their pitcher, he did a fantastic job. The guy who came in, Matt Lorenzen, he did a fantastic job relieving for the starter. He did a really, really good job. Stymie the Jays, really good-looking pitcher. Also, we go to the 8th inning. We all assume Joe Smith's going to come out. No, Aaron Loup comes out to face one guy. He gives up a double to lead off the inning. Aaron Loup's gone. Okay, so that was a waste of time. I mean, we've seen that Aaron Loup has dominated righties over lefties this year. And you throw him in for the lefty-lefty matchup and it bites you. But then Joe Smith comes in and gets the huge strikeout. And then gets the line out from Scooter Gennett. Great play by Justin Smoke. There's 2 down. Then an infield single. I forget who it was, got the infield single, but it was the 9th inning. I think it was Peraza, I think it was. But a great job by Troy Tulowitzki. Even though he didn't get the out, he knocked the ball down. I think that gets through. That's a run, and we're losing. But he knocks it down, didn't get the out at first, whatever. And then Joe Smith gets Billy Hamilton to fly out, and that's the end of the 8th. Big stuff. And then the bottom of the 8th. 2 guys that are swinging the bat really well. Jose Bautista leads off the inning, gets in a favorable count, and rips a single into left. Up next, Kendrys Morales on a 1-0 count drills his 10th home run to right. It was more or less, it was right field. 6-4 Jays. This is beautiful. And then mathematical Roberto Osuna. He's facing the 2, 3, 4 hitters in their lineup. Doesn't matter. Roberto Osuna, 1, 2, 3, inning over, ball game. And just a great, great job by Joe Smith and Roberto Osuna to close it out. And great defense all around for the Jays. Ezekiel Carrera, great diving catch. I mean, there's countless things I want to say here. Russell Martin throwing out Billy Hamilton. Nonetheless, it's a great throw. And the bats still staying hot. Donaldson was 2 for 4 with a couple RBIs in the home run. Bautista was 2 for 4. Morales was 2 for 4. Russell Martin was 1 for 3 with the home run. Just a great job to come up with big, big hits and clutch hits. That's what we didn't see against Texas in that last game when we lost 3-1. We've been seeing it over the last 2 days. We got to keep it rolling. We're gonna need some runs tomorrow with Mike Bolsinger on the mound. Got to get him some runs, and got to put up a 0 in that first inning. All right. Like I said, 12:37 first pitch. It's an afternoon game. Tim Adelman going for the Cincinnati Reds. Mike Bolsinger for the Jays. Just a great game overall by the Jays, except for a couple rough innings for the bullpen. But overall, they come back, they win it. They stop their comeback, and they get the win. They've won 2 in a row. They've won the series. They look for the sweep tomorrow. That would be nice, all right? So that's going to do it for this one, you guys. If you guys like the video and you're enjoying Blue Jays baseball right now, because I know I am. It's fun to watch. Hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit that subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below what you guys think of the game. What you guys think of the Donaldson dinger. What you guys think of the Morales shot and the Osuna. And, everything you guys want to talk about the game, let me know in the comments. And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow afternoon. No work tomorrow, so I'm able to watch the game, thank goodness. Tim Adelman, Mike Bolsinger, Jays look for the sweep. That would be fantastic going into the Yankees series for the weekend. Talk to you guys then.